So this is one of those series that, you know, if I showed it all in one video, it would be hours long because I'm an overthinker when it comes to decor. I love playing with it, you know, the hunt, the thrill of the hunt of finding the pieces that you want to buy and collect. So now this is our kitchen. This is our kitchen. When we moved in this house, they had just a general cabinetry cupboard, and I mentioned it to Chris and he said no, he's not moving it. But I'm like, I wanted to bring my china, my cupboards in, and I wanted to add more character. So bless the man's heart, he did. He did do it. So that's how this all came about. Yes, this is a cupboard that I fell in love with. He Frankensteined it. It is like the whole thing has a story. I mean, he made this piece to what it is today, and I wanted to keep it and add it into. So I love being able to see it every day. Though we kept it natural in the inside, it does have like shelves that you can move. Like it's so old, it has that type of system. Now I'm probably never gonna get it back even. Is that even? That's not even. um, so the nice thing about this one that it is you can move the shelves. The hard thing is I usually want white in here because that's what pops in the background. And I like, sometimes you think I just want to take the doors off to see all the yummies, but then you're like, then I have to dust it a lot. When you get close the doors, you don't have to dust it as much, even though I dusted everything. I think I want to change it up and add some of my my grungy greens, meaning my vintage tins and stuff like that, in with my whites and see how that works. I had those kind of things, my old kitchen utensils in with my jadeite cupboard, which looked nice, but then you close the door and you didn't really get to see them. So even though we're going to close the door here, we're in the kitchen a lot. We just are. So I'm going to see how that all looks in here. So, and if something doesn't fit, it's nice to know that I can change. I've always done like large ironstone pitchers in the bottom because I have a lot of them. They don't sell as fast as you'd like them to sell. So next thing you know, I have quite a collection of them. But anyway, let's start working in here and see where we get. Sometimes you just start off with what you vision being in here. So an old scale that I don't know if that's the original paint job. I think those are little transfer stickers on the top. It's cute though. It's very cute. And I love this. It feels heavy. Nope, nothing in it, just felt heavy. So one of the cracker tins. And then the spry cake. You know, try to like separate and 3 shelves. I don't think I have any other. I'd like to add breadboards in here if at all possible. I love myself some breadboards. I put some in our hutchin. So I have 3 shelves that have some of the antique breadboards on it, and I love that. And then I put some at Christmas time in one of the cabinetries in there, but you didn't really see them, and I might have had too much Christmas there. So I'm going to see what they look like because this is a much darker wood, and see if any of them fit in there and if I need to adjust the shelves now. See, I have a couple that are really light. So let me see. I can move this down one. So I can fit the breadboard. Hello, beautiful. Yes, this is a breadboard. Like when I got this one at a really good deal because nobody knew it was a breadboard. They just thought it was a colored piece of wood. But yes, if you get on eBay, this is considered a breadboard that's painted. And of course it attracted my eye because I'm like, green, it's green. So yeah, so we'll just see how that goes. I'm not sure about this scale. To me might be a little bit more olive green, so I may not use it in this cupboard. Nice thing about being a reseller is you can sell it. So I do think that somebody along the line repainted it because the face is what the face needs to be. But anyway, I like that so far. And then I have this amazing one. So that was like my little focus. They might have to have some help staying up. I don't know yet. But so that fits up there. I've always just put tons of ironstone in here. So I thought, you know what? I want to change it up. Not that I'm not going to put any iron. I've got lots of ironstone. So I just kind of wanted to change it up a little bit, do something a little bit different. That's why I wanted to take, if you notice during this Decorate With Me series, that I took everything out, started from scratch, because when you shop all year long, I think January, it might even, well, February, because I'm doing this in January because we're stuck at home in a blizzard. Well, it's not a blizzard as it is a freeze, but I think it's a good time to do a reset. You know, these winters when we're kind of stuck before we get too busy doing too much else, this is a great time just to do a nice reset. That's what I'm doing. I think I have one more breadboard. I'm going to see if I need to bring this down. Now, if I bring this down a notch, my pictures aren't going to fit because they're just, because I think maybe, I don't know. Let me get that breadboard and see if that one fits in there. Light colored. No, it needs to go down another notch. Though I won't torture you again. I'm going to turn the camera off and do it because that was not an easy act. That was not easy to get to. Okay. Now it fits. Though. Okay. It does lean a little bit, but I'm not putting it down another notch. And they don't necessarily have to be all at an angle either. This just the vibe I'm starting off with at first. Because, you know, of course, ironstone looks very yummy with them. You have to go back to the beginning picture, the beginning video where I showed how everything is all spread out throughout my house. Oh, good thing I have a very supportive husband. But see, yeah, I think it goes. I don't know why we're rocking, but it is what it is. Yeah. I wish I had a, not an Oscar Mayer wiener, no, another green tin. I'm gonna go see what I have in my stash. No judging on my stash. I don't know if I have anything that's green. Green. I don't think anybody's in here. It's terribly green. What's this one back here? It's a tea. I guess that's green. I asked for green, right? Oh, look, it's the two sides of the green. Hey, that might work. Hold on, what is this? Oh, this is a green with yellow though, and I think this one. It's hard to see over here because I didn't turn on the light. I think this is a tobacco. So I don't think I want tobacco. I will take the lard, but I'm not positive because of the yellow. See, I don't know. Well, no, I mean not terrible. So, because that's not that color. I think gets ate up in here. So maybe I asked for green. I gotta take the blue and the green with it, right? Oh, I don't know. maybe I'll just be on the hunt for another green container. I don't love them. Look at, you can't even see them really because they disappear. So I think it's this guy. I think he's made the cut. It's funny, I always seem to work in the 3 sections because you have to bend over to get to that section. And then I do think, see, bringing that down, those are too tall now. I might have, that one might be a little bit shorter. A little shorter. Some of them are a little shorter. I do have another chamber pot left, so we'll see. I'll just kind of look around, see what I can envision. They have these smaller ones. I'm not in love with the yellow. For like Easter, maybe. You know, if you have to use some little tape. So this is a buttermint. This is a cold cream that are both going to roll on me. But I'm not ready to tape them in, so we'll just like, hey, go against here for just a second until I'm ready to deal with your situation. That's just to hold them until I tape them. I like their colors better. Not that one because that one's got yellow too. Like if I was decorating for Easter and I was putting chicks and bunnies in, bunnies aren't usually yellow, but chickens are, little baby chicks are yellow. So then I would be like, yeah. But no, I'm not feeling that yellow on that can. I do like my spittoon though. I know that's a weird thing to like, but it's an ironstone spittoon. And it's cracked. Oh well. So be it. So I have some of the McCoy bowls. Let's see. Oh, that's a small one. Gonna add those in and see, get that green going on. Good side fillers. Though I don't want, that's the same pattern. Does it matter? Probably not, but there I am. I do have some of these bread knives that don't have any wording, but I might just put in this little picture. These I think are way too long. It's funny, you find one and you never saw them before, and the next thing you know, you have a collection of them. You have a collection of them. I think I'm going to put some green handled in there and see what that looks like. Not sure if... Oh yeah, three will fit. I can get 3 to fit in here. We've got some green handled mashers. They're nice and tall, and they all tear just a little bit. Now, these are not green handled, but they are. We still are on the fence of what these are. I put a shout out on Facebook, and it's been everything from a meat tenderizer to a washing your clothes to a pasta roller to a plunger. So there it is. So nobody really knows what it is. I think this one, the color's not quite there, so we'll just use those. Now we can mix greens. Nobody said we can't. So I have this, I painted this little cloche. I think it was red, maybe. I don't even remember what it was. But I want to get some of that green in here. But it's still, because those breadboards are light, I still see them. Butter pat. Yet again, something that I painted. So I could display, because I'll be putting some butter pats in there in a little bit, but so I could display my butter pat collection. This was a whatnot. It came metal fused together. Somebody made it, and I just spray painted it laurel green so it could match my Match my vibe. And then this one was a toast holder that was super shiny and new. I tried selling it, but nobody had any desire for it. So in my world, that means that's fair game. You can go ahead and you tried to sell it. You gave the opportunity between eBay and my booth, and there you go, sell it, paint it, keep it for yourself. I usually put something underneath the cloche on top of the butter pats, but not quite yet. I'm still thinking. Then I have this sweet little piece that I painted. It was an old, I think it held like a salt and pepper, and it was very worn. But I feel like if I put it on the very bottom, we don't see it enough. I feel like that the poor bottom doesn't get it what it deserves sometimes. But it's amazing. You think, oh, I can't match all these greens together. Sure, you can. We're doing it. I couldn't remember. Nope. That's the thing. I was trying to remember what fit in there. And these are too big. I'm going to have to go back outside into my stash. Well, not outside, into my garage, into my stash, and see if I have any smaller ones. Yeah, I was thinking creamers, but maybe little butter presses. They fit. Winner, chicken dinner, right? Like they fit. Not exactly what I planned, but now I actually think like I could put a butter pat behind them, like the thinner ones, the more the porcelain ones. Like these ones, because there's actually still a little bit of room. And then they pop them, and there's that. So we're bringing that white in with the wood and with cream. I wasn't going to forget about the bottom. I decide like my placement of my boards. Like, do I zigzag them? Do I keep them straight? They're looking fine centered. Not usually what I would do, but for this one, that's what I'm going to be doing, I think. So I think I'm going to I'm going to trade this one out because it has a longer, that is a plunger, I guess. So it's taller, and then change that one for this one that's shorter, the little press. Can I make some of my really old, look at this one, wholesale druggist? I don't even know what was in here. I don't know, but these are some really kind of rough and tough jars. Meaning they're very aged and worn, which kind of goes with the tins and still kind of matches the wood. That might be the only ones I kind of have that are that age. I have this amazing breadboard that's black. I mean, you see the wood insert, you don't necessarily see the florals. If I'm keeping with the breadboard theme, I guess that's what I'm going to do. I think I am going to kind of they're too trying to be in the same space. So I think I'm going to move them around because that's just too much in the same space here. Maybe this one kept sticking. Sticky little guy. I knew you were going to roll with me. So something tall needs to go back there. Lots of space still here. Something to fill up here. Look Look at this fun piece, enameled porcelain. I think it was a stove thermometer, but it was green. I can't, you know. I got to. I think this is very fun. Can I add some wood with the cloche? I think this fits over that. Oh, it does. Oh, she's glittered. I don't think you can see that, but let me wipe her down a little bit. I'm gonna put under the cloche. I haven't a clue yet, but that's the height I was looking for. I was looking for height. I was missing the height. Apparently something light. Though this isn't going under the cloche, it can go next to the cloche, which I had on a little stool on my counter forever, but that's okay. It's good to change it up. It's light. It's the light wood that matches that. Maybe I won't use the other piece that I painted, or the other piece can go down here. For right now. Okay. Let's see if this piece fits down here. It does. Little heartwood thingy. Let's see what these carnival game pieces. Move this, move that. They're white, so it's funny. One has lead in it, so it's heavier. So like if you would have thrown the ball, you wouldn't have been able to hit this one down as much as these. So that's cute. I like the story of them. Whether someday anybody will know what the story is, I don't know. You can't write a description on everything, can you? This is just a little half spool with some tallow berries in it. Just a classic little look. Now this is like, it would have been a butter insert in an ironstone piece, but we just have the insert. So I'm going to set that there. And this is a English crockery marmalade jar. I'm going to see if am I too tall now again or not. I am. I think I'm going to have to go with a different base. I'm going to try this base. One, you don't really see that color, and two, everything I've tried so far, it's too, the base is so tall, it's too tall. There, and then it's bigger, it's a bigger surface area, so then I can probably stick some more yummies in there. Another little vignette in a vignette. I don't know, they might be, are they too light? I'm not sure. No, you still see them. I'm going to try little stack of ironstone bowls. I think I like that better. And then just a random grouping of creamers in it. Oh, there's still lots of space. I have this wood mold, and then I have this, and then the papers to help. The little press, so the papers, the bubble wrap is to help push it up, so you'll see it. Just looking for something to add some height. I mean, I know they're just old signs, so trespassing, boardroom, just something to stick in the bowls, because everything's just like falling into them. I have this clock face. So I probably have to help it a little bit stay up, but at least it'll give it that height and the lightness that this cabinet needs. You know that's gonna fall down. Fall down, but there we go. I